Hello, this is Barnacle Builder Trader. We're going to take a quick look at the markets, but first, trading futures, options on futures, and retail off-exchange foreign currency transactions involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. You should carefully consider whether trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances, knowledge, and financial resources. You may lose all or more of your initial investment. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change at any time. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Good evening, traders. This is Barnacle Builder Trader. Looking at the ES on the monthly chart, you can see that we have been in an uptrend after this month's test of the 20-period moving average. We have been in balance. On the weekly, you can see that we're one time framing higher. It's been very strong, and that we're approaching this trend line here. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens around this trend line. When there's a visible target like this, that you'll find sellers coming into the market beforehand. On the daily, you see that we tested lower, and then we tested lower again. This I think this broke the previous October low. Trying to find sellers here, couldn't find sellers, actually found buyers. Came down again, tested it again, couldn't push it through, couldn't find the sellers. So I believe that a lot of this was short covering, and then momentum traders jumping on. So is this trend getting old? So we have very strong in the beginning, and then it balanced here. Jumped up a little bit higher, balanced here. Jumped up just a little less higher, balanced here. A little less higher, balanced here. Now we have a pretty nice gap up here, but we're right at this trend line. So on this particular day, as far as the daily time frame goes, we do have excess at the top. So this auction may be complete for the time being. On the market profile, you can see that we had this area balance down here. You can see it over here. This was the point of control of all that balance down here around 2040. I would suspect that if we break break back into this area of balance, that we'll be testing this 2040. And let's see. So we had this area of balance here. We broke out. We gapped up. On this particular day, we gapped up here and opened, tested higher, second 30-minute time period. We just balanced. Then we tested lower, left a nice tail down here, telling you that, or suggesting that the auction lower may be finished once the fourth 30-minute bar could not enter into this excess. So value was definitely higher on this day. We had a lot of anomalies in here that we say we like to get repaired. On the following day, it repaired some of those, left a poor low. It left a pretty decent high up here, a little bit of excess. So this excess up here tells us that this auction upward may be over just temporarily. Then the following day, we had overlapping to lower value. Now you can see here that we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide here. That so far this was the point of control, and then on this day it tested lower. Now here's the fairest price to do business, and they're testing lower, and they're getting short in a hole here. So by the end of the day, it had to come back up to the point of control. Now we have a very prominent point of control. Oftentimes these are revisited. So value was overlapping to lower. We have 3-day balance here. We've gathered some energy here, so a breakout out of this area may tell us a short-term trend. Again, right above us is that trend line that we may be bouncing off of. And so we have this prominent point of control may be revisited. We have a poor low. This often is revisited. This is where most of the trading took place, up here around 2075. And we have a magnet down here at 2040. This is where the gap would be filled, 2058. So what we want to see is, can it come down here and fill the gap? And if it does it spend time down here and break through it? Maybe come back and visit it again and then break through and come down to 2040 area over this next week? Does it reject it and just start to head higher? Right now we are trading at 2063, so we're all the way down here. It looks like it's trying to fill this gap, but we don't count that until it happens during the pit session hours. Again, on this day, that's all I really see is you can see here that we're 7 wide. They tested lower, getting short in the hole down here. They had to come back up to the point of control. This is the fairest price to do business. Everybody who was trying to get short down here was selling at poor prices. This was the fair price to do business. So since we are all the way down here, you know, I'm probably going to be looking at opportunities to short over the next week. I may be targeting down here at 2040. Down here 2040, this is where most of the trading took place. And we'll just see, if we open right here, right now, we'd be gapping lower. 3 scenarios when you gap lower. Actually, I say 4 scenarios. Gap lower and just keep going lower and trend all day. Number 2 is you gap lower and you find some area of support. Or it could go upwards and fill the gap this way and get rejection there, or fill the gap and get acceptance and continue higher. So that's what I'm going to be looking at on Monday. And again, unless I see rejection down here, see a tail, you know, like this. That's what I'll be looking for. If I see a tail, then I might be ready to go long. Otherwise, I'll be looking to short the market. Not a recommendation, just what I'm thinking. All right, hope that helps. See you later. Good night.